Carrie.
Oh, Tommy, I love you. This is the best night of finding one. Oh, no.
Man, I love my afternoon jogs. Oh, my leg! I hope it's only dislocated.
I don't think so. I think it's broken. Maybe 5 or 6 places.
No!
Oh, don't worry. There's an ambulance on the way.
Okay. Good morning, folks. Today I'm here to tell you about an amazing new product guaranteed to improve your riding. How many of you in this audience today have heard of Stephen King? How many of you have read a Stephen King novel? Have any of you wondered just how he creates the magic that he does? Well, bam! Here it is. All of it's explained right here. He has compacted all his genius into a mere 300 pages. We follow his writing as it progresses from his childhood into the very process of writing in On Writing by Stephen King. His road to stardom, writing tips, how to get started, everything you need to know to be a great writer is all in here. Is that a deal or what? If I were you, I'd snatch this up right now. And if you call at this instant, we'll even throw in the hotel story, a first edition of one of his short stories, free. It even still has the corrections on it, so you can see how a first draft should look and how a final draft sounds. Simply call this number on the bottom of the screen. Operators are standing by. But if I still haven't convinced you, well, some previous customers explained how this book saved their writing, right after we returned from a short message from our sponsors.
When we wanted more ponies and rainbows, Stephen King declared, more blood, more gore. When we wanted a sophisticated novel about a London business firm, King gave us a trivial high school story. When we wanted to be enlightened, King darkened. When we wanted the great American novel, King gave us white trash. Carrie has touched no soul. King has given us an ineffectual novel lacking in depth. Do you want to waste your time? I don't think so. Stephen King, what was he thinking? Paid for by the Friends of Dean Koontz.
And now, back to the show. So, this book is, totally awesome. We read it in my English class, and I was, failing, and it brought up my grade. And I thought I wasn't going to, read it, but, my teacher was totally on my case about it, and I did it anyways, and it so helped my grade. And, yeah, it brought up my... Oh my god, it's, totally my best friend forever, Brittany. Hello? What did he say? Oh my god! Oh my god, he's so hot. Yeah, but oh my god, I'm on camera right now. Can I call you back in a little bit? Alright, bye. Oh, yeah, my, I got my bonnet stuff on, yeah. Oh my god, okay, bye. So, yeah, that book is totally awesome.
I'm here to tell you about a life-changing experience I had due to this book written by Stephen King. This book taught me how to write. The first thing it told me to do is get a toolbox. In my toolbox, I keep this dictionary. I've been reading it. I'm up to chapter G. It's kind of boring, but I'm going to learn how to write. I even got this letter to my landlord here. I learned about all this grammar stuff from my dictionary and stuff. Anyway, look, I even got me a few periods. It's kind of dirty, I'm sorry, but yeah, see? Look. Okay, good. Anyway, thank you, Stephen King, for writing this here book. Thank you.
Oh, hello. How are you? Well, good day to you. Nice weather we're having, right? Yes, I will admit to it. I did read Stephen King on writing. I don't normally read American rubbish such as that, but a good friend recommended it, strongly recommended. Perhaps you know her, J.K. Rowling? Yes, Yes, I did read it. Well, anyway, I found his anecdotes to be particularly pleasurable, yet distinctly relative to the process of writing. And I must commend him on his toolbox section. Yes, it was superb, absolutely marvelous. Where is he? Is he with you? I'd like to. Well, if he's not, I'd send him the memo for me. Will you? Yes. Thank you. Good day.
There you have it. I hope we've convinced you. And remember, dial this number in the next 10 minutes to get the free short story along with your purchase. You can see Stephen King brilliantly weaves a picture appealing to the masses. You heard it from the mouths of successful writers themselves. On Writing works. If you want it to work for you, call toll-free now. 1-800-KL5-8200.
According to Steve, here are some of the basic principles Stephen King uses to write all of his books. First and foremost, adverbs. They are a no-no. A better choice would be to use descriptive verbs. They are shorter and sound much better. Here are a few examples. He walked heavily. Bad. He stomped. Good. He chewed fiercely. Bad. He chomped. Good. He hugged tacklingly. Bad times two. He glommed. Good for the kitty. Secondly, inspiration is not found.
It attacks.
To increase one's vocabulary and ideas on what to write, one should read. Writing is a good way to gain valuable experience for future projects. You should write at least 5 hours a day to increase your abilities. And finally, if you encounter writer's block in your writing adventure, it's a good idea to take a walk.
Hello, I am Professor Higginbottom, and this is Philosophy 101. Today's lesson is Philosophy in Writing. Today we will be looking at On Writing and Carrie, both written by Stephen King. Now, in On Writing, Stephen shows us how he came about his ways of writing through his life experiences and gives us lots of advice and philosophy for the act of writing. We took Carrie, one of his first popular novels, and compared it to his philosophies in On Writing. In On Writing, he says, "Do as I say, not as I do," because generally he doesn't follow all of his advice. But we found a few instances when the two books are connected. In On Writing, Stephen says, write about what you know. He also says horror, science fiction, and crime stories in the men's magazine were being replaced by increasingly graphic tales of sex. Now, he still wrote horror because that's what he knew. He knew horror. He didn't know sex. Look where it took him. A second piece of advice he gives is first write for you, then write for your audience. He spoke about how he didn't like Carrie as a character and the story that was, but his wife did. He wrote the original story for himself, but kept it. That was because others liked it, and he took his wife's advice about how to fix it. The third piece of advice is stopping a piece of work just because it's hard, either emotionally or imaginatively, is a bad idea. Remember that, writers? It's a bad idea. King was tired and discouraged while writing Carrie, but he kept writing anyway, and it ended up taking off his career. His career took off. Any questions? No?